Alright, now that madness is over, let me see. Let me see. I think we've done everything. And we've got all of our boxes. Yes, we do. 1, 2, 3. The Little Mermaid box, Cinderella box, Snow White box. Cool. And we need to go down to the lobby. Oh good, they left. Thank God. Alright. I think we go this way? Do we go this way? Alright. Let's see. Down the stairs. To the lobby, and here's the news box, which we walked by before but I didn't look at. I like to save everything to the end, you think. But in the front of the box, we can see that there are 3 spaces, and each one's got a plaque. And each of these plaques corresponds to one of our music boxes. So if we put it in the right order, it should play properly. Because right now, rectangular indentation. Play this music box. Doesn't sound quite right. This music box broken. Okay, so we need to read each of these and figure out what music box goes in which one. So we'll start over here. Rectangular indentation. There's a plate in front of the indentation and something is engraved on it. 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. No. The center one says, even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. No. And the last one says, beauty, both a blessing and a curse thou be. Okay. So these all refer to the classic fairy tales, and you can puzzle it out even if you haven't read the original work. It might be a little bit difficult if all you've ever seen is, say, the Disney version or the more dumbed down version, because all of these fairy tales were pretty dark. So we'll start over here. Stop it. 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. No. This clearly refers to Cinderella. But the reason for it isn't just that it mentions the shoes. Let's put that in there. No. The reason for that is because in the original story at the end, when the prince comes to look for her... Oh, we're dancing. Stop it. At the end, when the prince comes to look for her and gives the shoes to the girls to try on, instead of them just trying to force their foot into the shoe, the sisters actually cut off toes and heel and parts of their foot to try and fit in the shoe, which is horrifically messy. And I believe that they get eaten alive by crows, because she had crow companions originally, not mice. I know, James. Hush. Giving a literary lesson here. Alright, center one. Plate in front of the indentation and something engraved on it. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. This refers to the Little Mermaid. Put down Little Mermaid's rocks, play it. No. The reason that this goes here is because in the original telling of the Little Mermaid, she does not get to be with the prince. The prince marries another girl who he thinks is her, but it's not. And when she gains her legs, the story says that every step she takes feels like knives are being jammed up into her body. And when she can't be with him and realizes that she's basically ruined her life, we dancing. She throws herself off of a cliff into the ocean and either dies, turns into sea foam, or ascends to heaven, depending on who wanted the story to be happiest. So, when they say that, they're saying, oh, I'm hoping that despite how horribly it ended, that at least she was happy while she was with him before. Alright, and our final... Can we stop dancing? Beauty, both a blessing and a curse thou be. That is the Snow White. Because if you recall, it is because she is so beautiful that she had not only the prince's affections, but it's also what sent the queen after her to murder her. Would you play the box? Yes. works properly. You know, from this angle, that image there looks almost like that photo of Mary, ironically. Alright, and what did we get? We got a hotel stairway key. We can go up to the 3rd floor now. But yes, let's see, what are these boxes? This one here's Rapunzel. This one is Alice in Wonderland, and this center one's been broken, but I do see red shoes, so I think that might be Dorothy. Which makes sense, because we are sort of... Actually, all 3 of these kind of make sense, for we are lost in sort of a wonderland of our own mental making. We have sort of been transported to another world. Not necessarily via shoes. And we are trying to rescue somebody. Though thus far that's been kind of futile. Anyway, let's head up here. Let me check my map real quick, make sure I'm not going the wrong way. This stairway is confusing as hell. Yeah, okay. So I want the door behind me. Alright, and my stairway up. Ah, there it is. It's so easy to walk by these stairs, I gotta say. Every time I come through this door, because they're just so in shadow, I just keep walking forward going, where are the stairs? They're right here. Hello, door. This is actually why we haven't gone up here to look before, is I actually completely forgot that these stairs were here. Hotel stairway key. Yay! Alright, I think everything up here is locked except for this door, which is the door that leads us to our, the truth of things, but we're going to check all these doors anyway. Locked. Locked. Elevator doesn't work. Locked. So I think that because these 2 rooms have basically their own hallway, I think that they're like honeymoon suites. They've got to be big rooms. Like, oh, this room has views. Oh, it looks like there's a bloodstain coming from under the door. I know it's not, because the carpet is similarly discolored over there. But it looks like it's seeping out from under the door. Anyway. Use the key. Let's go in. Hooray! And this is the hotel room. I think that this is... No. This is the hotel room that we shared with Mary all those years ago. And this, let's see, I don't think there's anything interesting written on this memo pad. No, I keep hoping that we're going to see something from Harry. We won't see any of that until Silent Hill 3. So sad. But yes, this setup right here should look kind of familiar because it looks an awful lot like that setup we saw in the apartments with that one guy sitting facing the TV, which did not end well for that guy. But there's something we have here. Use. There's a VCR. It looks like I'll be able to use it. Excellent, because we have a tape. Silent Hill is written on the label in my handwriting. This is definitely the videotape I recorded back then. Videotape I forgot at the hotel 3 years ago. Well, James, let's watch it and find out what happened.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Mary.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You kill her! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here. Laura, I'm sorry.
James, where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Please come to me. Do you hate me? Is that why you won't come? James,
That voice!
James, please hurry. Are you lost? I'm near. I'm waiting nearby, James. Please. I want to see you, James. Can't you hear me? James. Please, James. 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 Okay, I think that's everything that she had to say. Let's get out of here. So, I can hear myself think. Okay, now, first order of business here, before we talk about what happened in that room. This hall has changed. This whole building has changed. It has transitioned, without our knowledge, into the other world. And I like to think of this as James's true other world, because this is probably the most moldy, old, degraded, gross location we've seen so far. It perfectly represents how depressed he is. Everything is grimy, everything is dark, everything's kind of bleak and hopeless. Like, this setting is just completely depressing. So it works perfectly. Anyway, about what happened in there, and I think we can actually go back inside, but we're not going to. That is the room they stayed together, as we saw in the tape. Towards the end of their visit is when Mary started getting sick. And that was 3 years ago. So that probably explains why James says that Mary died 3 years ago. Because that's when she got sick. That's when Mary, for him anyway, stopped being Mary. And everything after that was just misery, so clearly blocked it from his mind. Let's see, I think all these doors are locked. But yeah, that tape, while a little fuzzy, did not lie. James killed Mary. The how's pretty obvious. He strangled her or suffocated her with a pillow. But the why we will figure out a little later. I think that this door over here is also locked. Yeah, there we go. Just need to save really quick. Come on. All the way down to the bottom of the list. I've got so many saves. Alright. Let's see, but if you remember, there were a couple things at the very beginning of the game that I said were interesting or fun facts that we would check out later. The first of those being, for a while, the Silent Hill 2 fandom joked that Mary was in the trunk of James's car. But apparently, recently, somebody actually sent a Twitter message to one of the people who worked on the game, I think it's the director, and asked him, oh, it's just getting grosser the farther down we go. Come on. I think... Can we go down the stairs? I don't actually think we can go all the way down the stairs. I think all these doors here are busted too. Let's see. Can we go through here? Okay, we can. Well then, I know that this is where we need to go, but I actually want to see if you can go downstairs. I've never actually tried it. But anyway, he replied to them. Oh, there is literally a wall. Okay. But he replied, and he said, actually, when we were working on it, the team always considered that she was sitting in the back seat of the car. And if you recall, we couldn't see through any of those windows. Nope. So, apparently Mary's body is sitting in the back seat, meaning she didn't die. Actually, she didn't die all that long ago, period. Hooray, where'd you teleport me? Sorry if this takes a little long. I'm trying to figure out which one of these doors is the teleporting door. It takes me where I want to go. Where'd you go? Ah, dang it. I think the door we want's actually all the way at the end of the hallway. That's where we came. That's where we came in. Oh no, here we go. Alright. One of these. Nope, this is probably this one. The other fun thing... Oh, it got even grosser! The other thing... Here we go. Is that... Actually, I don't think we need to use any more of these doors. Is that, if you recall, when we first got our radio, I said there was something that sounded kind of neat that wasn't in the subtitles. And that is, if you're listening to it, you can hear Mary's voice, and she says something to the effect of, "Why did you do it? Why did you kill me?" At least that's what it sounds like. It cuts it off. It's like, "Why did you kill?" and then it stops. But that part's not in the subtitles, so I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. We need to go... No, that door doesn't work anymore. That door doesn't work either. I don't think. Nope. Apples! Yay. So guess what? Everything may be broken. This elevator works. We need to get to the roof. There is no roof button. And no matter which one of these we push, the only one that works is the basement. So we're gonna punch physics again and go down to go up.
Hey everyone, it's Chaos Child. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not leave a like or a comment? Or subscribe to me for even more videos. Thanks again!